Right, furniture and packing. Thinking about going back to the nurseries. Not long, a few weeks away. So this old wardrobe, drawers, are all getting picked up. I'll be well tonight. On Marketplace, this white unit is getting picked up tonight on Marketplace. Some other things have been picked up, and I've got some more listings to do this week. So yeah, it's only a few weeks until I'm going to be returning back to Lincolnshire and campsite warden life. So I said a while back on a vlog, what I might do is do a bit of a vlog on what I'm missing about being a campsite warden, and also what I'm not missing, what I'm loving about living back in a house. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit jumbled up. So those that don't know, or if you're new here, I'm a campsite warden. I look after campsites, and I'm a bit like a swallow. I'm a bit like a migrating bird. I go away in the spring and I come home in the autumn. So I have a tattoo on my shoulder of a swift, a migrating bird. So what am I not going to miss? So what am I going to miss? I'm going to muggle this up. My biggest life luxury is a bath. I absolutely love a bath. And when I'm at home, I have a bath every single night, or very rare a night goes by where I don't have a bath. And so I really am going to miss my nightly bath. It's just, God. Yeah, so back at the caravan, so we have got public showers, but I tend to use, last year at the nurseries, I used my shower every single night in my caravan. I didn't use the site showers. So basically, if you've got a shower, why not use it? But they're quite a short shower. It's literally 3 or 4 minutes. So yeah, just been the joy of having a bath in a central heated house. I am going to miss that, and I am not going to miss having to empty the cassette on the toilet in my caravan. Anybody who's got a camper van or a motorhome will know the joys of having to empty a cassette. And if you go and forget it, and I don't know, it's dark and you've got to go and empty in the dark, awful job. One of those things that's got to be done. But when it's freezing cold and icy or pouring down with rain, there is nothing worse than having to go and empty your cassette. I am not going to miss that. I'm missing being outside. So back here at home, you've been seeing the vlog. So I do get out for walks and things like that. I do go out for a bit of exercise and take Rasher out. But obviously back to the nurseries, there's a large element of my day is just being on the campsite outside. So I am missing that. And sort of attached to that is the whole campsite warden role of sort of meeting guests, sort of showing them onto the campsite, explaining what's what. And it's absolutely fantastic. This will be my 3rd year coming back to the nurseries, three years, and welcoming strangers, people that have never been to the nurseries before, is always brilliant, especially if they're a YouTube viewer or YouTube subscriber. You have to get people, oh, hello Neil, we've seen this on YouTube, we thought we'd come and visit. And then seeing the reaction is, oh my God, this campsite is a lot bigger than it looks on YouTube. And then a lot of people say, oh my God, the campsite is a lot smaller than it looks on YouTube. But getting that whole reaction, and interaction. And then obviously we've got familiar faces. We've got people that come and visit us several times a year, a couple of times a year. And welcoming back old friends, let's call them. I'm definitely going to miss that. That's what I say. I am missing that. But I'm going to miss my kitchen in my house. So you'll see me regularly. Virtually every single night I cook here. So I've got quite a nice biggish sort of kitchen, loads of workspace. So if you're in a motorhome or a caravan, your kitchen is compact, it's small, you've got maybe enough space for a chopping board, and that's it. Here, just having the space to be able to cook is just, yeah, I am really going to miss the space aspect. And then back at the caravan, one thing that I really miss is cooking. So if you live alone or if you're on your own, cooking for one isn't really enjoyable. It's a bit of a task. So when I'm at the caravan, when I'm working away, I tend to live mainly on ready meals. And it's not particularly good for you, but it's just lazy food. Because one thing that I love about being at home, I can sit down and I can have a dinner, or mainly I can sit down, I can have my tea, I can prepare it, I can cook it, and I can eat it. Back at the nurseries, 9 times out of flaming 10, you know, we have a check-in time. So apparently it's changed to 6 o'clock this year. It used to be 6:30, which is quite early for campsites. But the amount of times you've literally done yourself some food, done yourself some tea, and you're about to sit down, and boom, you've got a late arrival. That's so annoying. So yeah, I'm not going to miss that. One thing I love back in my house that we don't have in a caravan or a motorhome is we have a system on our heating called a Hive. So it allows us from an app on our phone I can just be sat down on the settee and we can boost the heating on for half an hour or an hour, which is fantastic. You can wake up in the morning at the side of your bed, press a button, boost on the heating. We can go out for a night and we don't know what time we're going to get home at, and we can be in the pub, and then an hour before we get home or half an hour before we come home, we can flick the heating on to warm up the house. Oh, what a luxury that is, and I'm really going to miss that. One thing I'm sort of itching to get back to the nurseries is being back in Lincolnshire, which is where, all being well, sometime soon-ish, in the next few months, we will be starting our Lincolnshire life. So being back in Lincolnshire, which I've grown to absolutely love, is going to be really, really nice. And being able to prepare for our Lincolnshire life. So there's silly things. We've got a storage unit all lined up. So once we start getting some completion dates, we can organise to be getting things that are boxed up here transported over to Lincolnshire. And I've got a storage place, absolutely brilliant storage. It's all lined up. So being on hand to be able to sort things like that out is going to be really, really nice. And being back in Lincolnshire and being able to deal with the estate agents on a one-to-one basis. So that's something that's going to be really good to going back. What am I going to miss about being in the house? Obviously, we have a washing machine here. And we can just put our washing on any time of day or night. It doesn't matter. There's only me and Sandra here. Back at the nurseries, it can be incredibly frustrating. You've got your weekly wash in the bag ready to go, and the washing machine's busy, and there can sometimes be several people wanting to use the washing machine. So yeah, having a washing machine at my disposal, the joys of that. And then attached to that is at the nurseries, if it's not summer, we have a spin dryer. And again, there can be a queue for that, and it can take a couple of hours to get things dry. Here, I am going to miss our log burner so much. Our log burner is, I love lighting it and cleaning it out. And the whole heat from the log burner it's different to central heating and things. But we can put a maiden at the side of the log burner with our wet clothing on it if we've just done a wash. And 9 times out of 10, overnight, the heat off the log burner pulls in the moisture. So that's something I'm really going to miss. I am looking forward to getting back to the nurseries with Rasha. So obviously we're on a new pitch this year. One of the first jobs I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be turning my caravan round. You'll see when I'm back what I'm going to be doing, but it's going to be really, really nice to have the door open when the weather gets a bit warmer, and Rasha can just come in and out of the caravan, and she's got her own garden and things like that. So having Rasha back as the campsite warden dog should be that's something that I'm missing. And obviously at the nurseries we have some of the most. If you stayed with us and you've seen them, you'll get what I'm going to go on about now. We have some of the most amazing sunsets at the nurseries. Just absolutely amazing. Just watching this colours in the skies. The sun goes down. It's so dramatic. So I'm really missing that. But you know what I'm not missing? And as I'm recording this now, we've actually got snow on the forecast for the next few days. I am not missing the cold, the wet, the mud, the damp. Occasionally, I think there was a week back in December, the campsite froze, so all the water pipes weren't working and all the rest of it. Oh no, that would just definitely not. I would not be missing that. So fingers crossed when I'm back, sort of in the middle of February. The hard frost should have subsided quite a lot, but I'm not missing the rain and wet clothes, because when you're working on a campsite and you're living in a tiny space, keeping things dry in your caravan is paramount, and things. What else have I got? I've got some notes in front of me. Oh, wildlife. Love the wildlife in the nurseries, because you don't know what you're going to see. And obviously you've seen on some of the trail cams from the badgers that we've caught, the foxes and all the birds of prey, and the general birds and the deer and everything about the wildlife in the nurseries. That is I'm missing. We did have a fox I caught on my trail cam here back at home the other night as well. Well, what am I going to miss about being at home is being able to go out with Sandra. So Sandra last year came to visit me several times at the nurseries, and it's a big trek. It's a 3-4 hour journey from Manchester to Lincolnshire. And on a Saturday night, our last check-ins would be 6:30 or whatever, and you've got to work around your last check-in, so we can have a life after work. And I think I'm quite confident in saying every single time, 100%, every single time Sandra came to visit me at the nurseries, we had a drama. Every single time there was a drama, and it ruined some nights. We would be going out for a meal, and just ruined because of late arrivals, people moaning, trivial things going on. So I am going to really miss being able to go out and not being disturbed in a pretty epic way. I am not going to miss traffic here in Manchester. It is absolutely bedlam. There are cars everywhere. There's traffic jam. The local authorities, every time they put in a new scheme, the answer: we'll put traffic lights in because that's really clever. That we must have a set of traffic lights here. It feels like every 100 yards you're on traffic lights, and every single traffic light is not synchronised. You just spend probably 40% of my time here in Manchester is sat at traffic lights. Absolutely unneeded. Like, just don't even go there with traffic lights, and how much it winds me up. And also, again, if you've been watching my vlogs from last year, the price of fuel in Lincolnshire is markedly, noticeably, quite largely cheaper than here in Manchester. How on earth does that work? Why is it cheaper in Lincolnshire per litre of fuel than it is in Manchester? I'll tell you why. Because you're being ripped off. That's why. So, that's something. I'm not missing moaners. This is controversial, isn't it? I did a vlog called Moaners. Unfortunately, you get moaners who just moan about things. They moan about the weather. They moan about the smell from the farm. There's a whole video. Somebody complaining about the farmer doing a harvest, and he shouldn't be doing the harvest in August or September when it's holiday time. People talking about the smell of the countryside and spiders. And talking about moaners, I'm going to give a massive big shout out to Jet and Dave, who have been winter sitting at the nurseries. They have set themselves up an amazing, fantastic YouTube channel, Martha and the Van Dwellers. So, yeah, Martha and the Van Dwellers. I'm going to remember, I'm going to put a link down there below to Jet and Dave, who have been fantastic. I'm so looking forward to doing the handover with them and hearing some of their stories, because they have faced some. Come on, Jet, you need to do a vlog back to me on this one. You need to do a vlog on what you're not going to miss about the nurseries, or Jet and Dave, what you're going to miss about being at the nurseries. There's always a drama at the nurseries. Over Christmas it was busy. It was the site was pretty full. And I know that they had some dramas and one or two moaners, but I won't go into that. I'll try and get Jet and Dave on camera once I get back and do the handover, and they can tell you all about what it's been like. But to get a taste of what's going on at the nurseries, Jet and Dave, Martha and the Van Dwellers, have started to vlog, so you can go and see some of the changes. So there are things happening this year. Gossip. Sorry, I'm not going to miss gossip as well. So, yeah, people are coming to me. Neil, did you know there's a planning application at the nurseries for development, and there's going to be. Yeah, of course I know what's going on. I have good communication with my company. The timescale of some of the developments can be interesting. So when I get back, there's new pads, new bases for mobile homes are going in. My old pitch has been demolished. It's not there anymore. The twin garage that used to be by the entrance is gone. There's a new, when it's completed, there's going to be a brand new entrance for you to see. That'll be completed soon. More lodges are going to be coming on, and a lot of changes going on at the nurseries for this year, 2024. So as I say, do go and check out Martha and the Van Dwellers, and you can go and have a bit of a sneak preview of what's been going on over winter. And well done to Dave and Jet and Dave and the dogs and the cat for everything you've done. I hope you've had a memorial. Lots of memories about a winter at the nurseries where there's always a drama going on. What else now is there? I can't really think. Can you think of anything that I'm going to miss about living in bricks and mortar compared to living in a caravan? Can you think of anything that I'm going to miss about my lifestyle? You've sort of been seeing some of the vlogs that I'm doing to my lifestyle back at the campsite. I will also be thinking about looking for potentially another warden or a warden couple coming up to look after the cafe and cover for me for 2 days off and do a cottage turnover, a bit like what Mark was doing last year. So I've not put it out there yet, but we will be putting something out. So if you know of somebody who, it will probably be more suitable to, for a couple than a singleton who may want to spend a summer season at the nurseries, can take over the cafe, do whatever you want in the cafe, get the shop going again with essential items that we're going to be thinking about advertising soon. I'm possibly not going to be missing all of this, what I've done at home, all the packing and stuff, because by the time I go back to the nurseries, all being well, everything will be in hand. The last bits and bobs, as I say, I'm now basically getting rid of furniture before I go. and virtually everything is now boxed up. All the rubbish has been disposed of. I'm not going to miss the dodgy car dealer in Alford. Oh my God, cars. There's a whole vlog on the car scenario. Fingers crossed we're going to have 2024. It's not going to be the year of car dramas. I don't know. I think I've waffled on enough. So as I say, do go and check out Jet and Dave. They're lovely dogs and a beautiful cat. The zebra van that they live in, full-time van life, proper hardcore full-time van lifers. Do go and check out their channel. As I say, it's called Martin the Van Dwellers, and I'm going to put a link down there in the description below. So yeah, do that. Right, it's very, very sunny, and it's very, very blue sky as I'm recording this, but we've got sub-zero temperatures on the way. This morning we had a massive hard frost, and potentially tomorrow or the day after we could have some snow.